Hi, my name is Bosco, God's favorite transsexual. Yes!
Yes!
Oh my God.
I am so ready to get in drag. Miss Bosco had a plane delay.
Yeah.
And so we're running on borrowed time today. So it's all that shit about being God's favorite transsexual. They got you now.
Yeah, I feel like God's revoking favorite status, but now we're just going for RuPaul's favorite transsexual.
I would say that you're definitely in the running.
We're getting there.
I think it's between you and you at this point, so I think you're okay. We're gonna glue down brows and we'll be right back.
Mwah.
Today's video is sponsored by our friends at Rocket Money. I have to talk to you about subscriptions. Now, my YouTube channel is a subscription-free service. I make content for you and I don't charge you. But if I did, how likely would it be that you would forget that I'm charging you? And I would sit home and look at that secret money I'm siphoning off you, and I would just do my witch cackle and kick my heels up and just live. Now, I want you to know that corporations, businesses, they love that you're gonna forget that you are being charged by them. You go to a website and you want to cancel a subscription, they will hide the directions on how to do that. It's super irritating. Enter today's sponsor, Rocket Money. Rocket Money is a phone app that will help you get more control of your spending. There are just so many ways that money is flying out of our wallets that we're not aware of, and Rocket Money takes all that data. You link your bank accounts, you link up your mortgage, you link up your savings account. Your Rocket Money app starts to categorize your spending. So at a glance, on your phone, you can look how much you spent on dining out, how much you spend on rent every month, utilities. Rocket Money is an all-in-one personal finance app that helps you navigate your expenses, stay on budget, cancel unwanted subscriptions, and really become on the ball financially. Take control of your finances today. Go to rocketmoney.com/Trixie Mattel and get started for free. It's very enlightening. And now back to that gorgeous video. So, I actually did something unprecedented, which is prepare things I wanted to ask you. Because sometimes I film with people and then later I'm like, how did I not ask that? So, I have to ask, which is so corny. I watched you on a red carpet talking about All Stars 10. And they always ask kind of like, why are you doing this? Why did you want to do All Stars? Because some people get asked and say no. Some people want to do it and never get asked.
I think the funny answer is A, I still owe a lot of my taxes and I would really love to have some windfall to pay those off.
Right.
B, the fandom only associates you with like the last time you were on All Stars. And the last time I was on All Stars, I feel like is a different version of me that I don't really want that to be everyone's like last impression of me. So I'd like update their like facial profile card of me because they still think of me before surgery. They still think of me like before transitioning. So it just felt important to like come back, show like who I am now and also how much like my drag has gotten better.
You've only done All Stars once, right?
This is my first All Stars.
Okay. So you did season 14 of Drag Race.
Yes.
Yes. And that's where I discovered that you have, like me, a particularly special laugh.
Yeah, I need like a laugh transplant. Like they did so much work on my face and there's nothing they can do for the laugh. There's nothing they can do for the laugh. They gave me a lobotomy, but there's still nothing that they can do to help out this laugh. It's just like this wheezy cackle.
You should get the mistress laugh, like the hee hee hee. Yeah.
I know, she has such the daintiest little laugh and I have this crazy chain smoker laugh. Probably shouldn't have started smoking cigarettes at 13, but...
Oh, do you smoke cigarettes?
I try not to anymore, but I still do, yes.
Do you love it?
They're so cool and sexy and interesting and fun, and unfortunately they kill you and they f your skin. So I try really hard to cut back, but in times of stress, such as this year and All Stars, it really does jump out.
Honey, I think you're probably in for 4 years of stress, unfortunately.
Well, thank you. I don't know. I'm already fighting for my life.
Are you?
I'm defending Mistress online right now because she is my sister and a monster.
You know what? I love her, but she needs to pick a lane because if she's on the internet saying, I don't care what y'all think, but she lives online like retweeting people and responding to them. Guess what, boo? That's called caring.
We're kind of caring. I don't know. There's a point where I'm just like, the death threats, really? We can't just be like, I don't like that she did that on TV. Okay. And then go to bed. The death threats and the booking email, that's kind of a lot.
Not with Drag Race fans, honey.
No, they have no boundaries.
No boundaries, my God.
Oh, I've seen them do this weird thing recently to Lydia that happened to me a few times. I don't know if this happened to you, where like fans who are really into you start sharing like your baby pictures and shit.
Baby, born in the game. Are you
kidding? Crazy. Like going through your family's Facebook and like finding pictures of you from your 13th birthday and then setting it as their wallpaper.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, single white female. It's so fucking crazy. It's so crazy. And I don't know. I love the fans because obviously they let us do all this shit.
But you know what? When you and I get murdered, and we will, it will not
Absolutely.
be like a
Later today.
conservative. It's not gonna be a January 6er. It's gonna be like a 19-year-old lesbian being like, if I can't have you, no one can. Like,
Absolutely. I'm gonna wear your skin.
That's what's gonna happen. It's gonna be somebody who
They're gonna John Lennon us.
Yeah. You're gonna Google yourself.
I'm almost as important as John Lennon.
I think you are. Let me get in there, see what you're doing.
Ooh, we're just doing a little nub moment.
Little nub moment.
My nubs. My nubs.
You know who's obsessed with you? Katya. Did you know that?
I saw that. She actually sent me like a preemptive message. She's like, I just want to apologize for what you're about to see on the pit stop. I get really weird. And I'm like, okay, perfect.
Yeah.
And I was so fucking flattered and so into it. I still haven't met the lady. This is like my first time meeting you as well. So it's very, very exciting to just like, I don't know, feel acknowledged, seen, and thirsted after.
What do you think about that? Can I ask you an invasive question?
Please.
The comments surrounding you on the internet. I went on Twitter and said, like, I'm gonna have Miss Bosco on the YouTube channel. What do you guys want me to ask her? And I guess I expected like what it's like to be hot. It's like 18-year-olds being like, it's 18-year-olds being like, will she me between my titties? Like, like graphic.
It is.
Does it make you comfortable, uncomfortable? What do you think?
I'm not like an overly sexual person. It's kind of just like the character of Bosco lends itself of just being like overwhelmingly hot. I know you can relate to this.
Of course.
And it's just, I don't mind it because I kind of invited it in with like how I set up and created the character. I'm like, I don't know, did Elvira get like really butthurt about people talking about her boobs in the 80s? Probably not.
I'm obsessed with Elvira.
She's the best drag queen of all time.
Did you have moments on Drag Race, I have to ask, what, on either seasons, because I guess we haven't seen everything yet, but there's moments on Drag Race where you're like, I'm about to let the girls have it. And there's moments where you're like, I'm about to show my ass. Do you have any of those?
Yeah, I usually am a pretty like mellow, even-keeled person, but I am hyper competitive. So I end up getting really, really wound up, especially the further I go into a competition. And I remember my first one, Jasmine Kennedy had just been eliminated, and she was kind of our good TV girl. And I was
Shout out to Jasmine Kennedy.
Oh, love Jazzy. I was like, this is my time. I can be the good TV girl. So I proceeded to get in a fight with Lady Camden over a role we both wanted. And then
Love Lady Camden.
Oh, she's incredible.
She and I used to do drag together in Orlando.
Really?
No, I made that up.
I'm just like, neither are
I
you
never
from
met
Orlando. That's such
I
a
never
fucking
met her.
lie.
I never met her.
I'm like, I talk to Lady every single day. I don't think any of that's true.
But you know what? I know that you moved to Seattle in, what, 2015?
Yeah.
Okay, I researched.
It's like,
I didn't read that.
Okay.
I read it. The other thing is usually because I'm doing pit stop, I get paid to find out everyone's tea. But you know, doing pit stop and catching Drag Race on TV is a different experience. Pit stop, you know too much about this people. You talk about it all day, you look at it. Whereas when you watch a show, I don't know, the older I get, I'll watch an episode and by next Friday, I'm like, what happened? Who went home?
I barely remember at this point.
Shout out to Monet Exchange, host of the pit stop.
She is so fab, and she actually has hosted both pit stops for my season. So she.
Oh.
But yeah, you did not host either of mine. So
I saw
honestly,
you and I said no.
Yeah.
I'm not getting involved there. There's something really sick going on.
Oh, can I tell you a fun story? I'm gonna tell you a fun story.
Something people don't know about me is that I love fun stories.
I kind of got that from you. I kind of got that from you. So during my original season, I made it to the end, won 3 challenges, was feeling really, really cute. I'm like, oh my God, we really did something here. We're so fucking fab. And I'm like sitting at home after like a few glasses of wine. I'm like, you know what? Closed mouths don't get fed. So I contact a very famous YouTube person via their Instagram. No names, it was you. And I was like, I just want to know like if there's any chance of me being able to come on the channel or if you are doing any makeup things, I would love to be in. And your response was essentially like, aww. And
I said
it was
that?
so, no, you didn't say it like that, but it was so funny and fierce. It was essentially like, we're not doing that right now. I'm like, all right, heard.
When was it?
It was like 2022. It was a minute ago. I don't
Maybe
think
I
you
was
were
on
watching
tour.
my season. It was
Maybe I was
so
on tour.
funny,
I don't
and it
know.
was
I'm
so
sorry about that.
Don't be sorry. It was so fucking funny, and I'm just like, I can't wait to tell her that.
I mean, we like to, I don't know, we pick who
It
comes
wasn't
to the channel.
mean.
You know, ask that the fans know that I've had really cool people ask to be on here, and then I say no, and then Olivia Rodrigo tried to come on here, and I said no, and then she just was.
Then she blew up, and then you're never getting her again. Yep.
Paula Abdul's asked to come on here, J-Lo's asked to come on here, and sometimes I'm like, yeah, sometimes I'm no. It has nothing to do with like, let's get the most famous people possible. It's like, who am I feeling right now?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I was like, feeling you.
Me?
Yeah, so I was like, let's have her. Like,
I appreciate that.
You know, because I try to operate from a place of like, what do I want to do? Not like, we got to get the most famous people in. You know, who cares about that shit?
Absolutely.
This is YouTube, okay? This is no man's land.
I can't believe you weren't into Paula Abdul.
I am into Paula Abdul.
Okay.
I do want to have Paula Abdul. I would love to put Paula in drag. Are you interested in men or women?
I am so glad you asked. My main character flaw is I'm not attracted to women sexually.
I'm not interested in women either sexually.
It's such a bummer because
it is because hot girls want to me.
Same.
And mid men wanna me.
I have the craziest chasers in my DM.
Girl,
It's so
I bet
weird.
you do.
And then all the gays right now are like, oh my god, Bosco's so hot, I would her. I'm like, I don't think you would. I think you're lying for attention, to be completely honest.
Can I say? That would
Please.
piss me off because I think they're fucking lying.
Right?
She's actually sexually confusing me. Really? You're wearing a jelly sandal.
Exactly. You have a jock strap on and a jelly sandal.
Girl.
You have lowlights and highlights. Like, I'm gonna need you to pick a fucking lane.
You're actually really confusing me. Like, kind of using you to cheat out and act like they're trying to be straight people who come out gay.
Right.
And they're trying to be like, wait.
It's like cool and trendy now to be straight.
Girl.
Like, gay's overplayed. We're done with gay.
It's like, oh, I'm really into girls. Do you eat pussy, bitch?
Just like, I don't think you do. I don't think you do. Oh, I remember a few years back, you were on a journey to hook up and drag. Did that ever come to fruition?
It did.
It did? Oh, fucking did. Let's go. Burying the lead. Go to hell. Why the f are you talking about me? This is so stupid. Okay. All right. Cool.
Your demon queen aesthetic is
Yeah,
iconic.
shut up, dude.
Can I be honest? It was, the reason I never did it is because I didn't really think it was for me. And it really wasn't for me.
No.
I don't like get off being Trixie. And
Did somebody get off on you being Trixie? Or did they
loved
get
it.
off on Trixie?
he loved it.
Oh, wow.
Can I tell you something? And this is
I
crazy.
want you to tell me the whole thing.
Okay, so I was in the
Picture.
UK. I was in the UK. I was working in a venue.
It's a smoky lit lounge.
Not even. I was across the street at a theater, and I thought maybe today's the day.
So you
Like-
found the straightest guy at the theater.
No. I created a lady grinder for the
Oh.
thing. Girl, I was
yeah.
up there. I was Spy Kids. I was Totally Spies. I was undercover woman.
Absolutely.
So I have to do show and I have to do the meet and greet. I'm in like Trixie 60s black and white go-go boots, like drag. I'm not in like Miss Honey Girl, Sabrina Carpenter sexy drag. I'm in like, Lady Bunny by way of Mondrian 60s girl drag, right?
Okay, we're mod. We're
Yeah,
fab.
super mod. And I get a hotel across the street from the venue and I go, I have between 6 and the show's not till 8. I have like 2 hours to do this. And can I just say, I know that I'm not sexually interested in f***ing in drag, but my thought was, what if someday I'm an older, retired from drag? And I was like,
I wish I had
why did
somebody
I
in
not do
drag.
the one thing that everyone else has done? Because all the other drag queens have done it.
Absolutely, rite of passage.
And I was like, why haven't I done it? And so what I know from men is that they will f anything.
They sure will.
So I was like, what about me? What about Jujubee?
What about Jujubee? What about Trixie?
So I created a lady grinder and I was just like,
And you were in full Trixie Mattel grinder for drag for that.
oh yes, I do not have a Mistress Isabel Brooks alter ego.
You didn't have a Mimi. You didn't have a Mimi.
No,
you didn't have
I
your
don't.
like 2 shiny synthetic wigs pinned into one ponytail moment.
No, so I said, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm just gonna say it because it's you and me.
I
We're
love
just,
that.
sitting
Absolutely.
together. So I went on the internet, went on Grindr, and it was like a blank profile, and I was just like, hi, I'm just looking to do something with someone. I was trying to just
Sexy.
I was just trying to get
get.
I was
you got
just-
game. Wait. Wait.
Who wouldn't? Who
Oh
wouldn't,
my
right?
God. So you had just an inbox full of options, I'm sure.
Completely. So I was like, I'm just gonna do it, right? Anyway, long story short, I was like, but some girls are like a still life and I'm like a pop art kind of vibe. So I was trying to be honest because my nightmare is that I'm already doing something that
You put yourself out there.
Yes, and I know I'm probably not gonna like it, but I'm just trying to get it out of my system and do it. It was like it was like a Grand Canyon thing.
Okay. Or an exorcism.
Right. So then I was like, oh, I kind of look like, I have a Muppets 4D vibes, I would say. And then the guy says, well, I was always actually really had a thing for Miss Piggy. And some people might say that's a read, but I was like,
Miss
he's
Piggy
gonna
is the
love
most
this.
fabulous diva of all time.
And I was like, if you like Miss Piggy, baby,
In
you're
fact,
about to
you
feel like
found the-
Kermit, honey. Like you're,
T for tea couple, by the way.
Yes. By the way, I'm going really simple today. I want to use this purple play pigment because I want to tell this story and not have to think too hard. And this
We
makes
need to concentrate.
doing eyeshadow very easy.
I'm just blasting through a cool smoky eye with a little glitter lid.
The picture I sent him was really a selfie at the meet and greet. I went like this. Cheese. That's
Okay.
it. Because I want it to be current. I want to be in the exact same outfit. I'm not a catfisher. Like I want this person to know exactly what's gonna happen, right? They come over to the hotel room. It's a Moxie hotel, so I have every light off except the glow under the bed. Just
Oh,
enough
okay.
to identify where I am. Right?
Yes.
He walks in and I'm thinking he's gonna freak out. He's gonna run out. And I'm gonna kind of make a story. I'm thinking either I do this and find out I don't like it, or there's a slim chance I will
This
like
changes
it.
everything.
Or it'll flop and it's a fun story, but let's just do it, right? When you're touring, you start to just long for do you want to feel feel something.
Absolutely.
You're sick of it, right?
And the laws just don't matter when you're touring. Just like all bets are off.
Yeah, he walks in, he sees me, he goes, oh my God, you are so beautiful. Even more beautiful in person. And I had never been the girl in a scenario like that. So he's like laughing too hard at my jokes, like, you know, and I'm just like, whatever. So we get down to the get down and he starts feeling things, and I have to physically go like, all right, this is fake, this is fake. This is fake. It was almost like, let me pull up the skirt and show you the it was like, none of this is real, like, you know, because he was trying to touch stuff that I'm like, that's
not
just
doing
not
anything for either
there.
of us. It's a Muppet.
Things happened and I don't know what I did. I think I like walked out. I like opened the door, looked over my shoulder and was very like, here's looking at you, kid.
Mwah.
Yes, and just walked out and went back and got in the dressing room with Brandon and no one knew.
That's so fierce.
Yes.
Congratulations.
And then obviously deleted that grinder, but I think like weeks later I got a message from this person and they were like, are you really famous? I saw you on TV.
No.
And he was heterosexual and I believe in a relationship, so it's not like he was gonna tell anybody. Just as I suspected, I didn't care for it.
No, it sucks.
I felt
It's
awkward.
absolutely terrible. You're not supposed to like have sex while wearing 301s. That's just not God's country. That doesn't make any sense.
But I
And
called
then-
Katya and told her. And
Was she so proud?
well, because she had done that a lot in her life, and I felt like I had to. She was the only person I told, really.
Until right now.
Until now. Anyway, I felt stupid because I was like, I knew I wasn't gonna like this, but I just had to like do it to see what all the fuss was about. And I was like, it's not for me.
No, but now you did it. And
But now I did it. Wait, did you ever start hooking up with men in drag?
Well, this is gonna shock you, but like getting to this point where I am now, yeah, a few times.
Well, I didn't know if maybe that was like something you didn't explore. Was like when you're in drag, no, thank you. Yes.
No, I used to get like all of my gender euphoria through drag, and like that was the only time that I ever felt pretty or hot or wanted. One of my favorite times though, I was at the bar that I worked at, and this one chaser was coming up and like really getting into it, and we're like, okay, great. But I was wearing this like nasty giant synthetic wig. I'm like, I'm not gonna the trade in synthetic again. So I like go up to my sister, who at the time had like the nicest hair among us on cast, and I'm like, sister, can I please borrow the red human hair? And I ended up wearing her fucking wig, and then later that night, like, woman's got the power, woman's got the strength on top, and all that good stuff. And then I got her a gift bag, and I thought that was really, really nice of me.
What did you do in the wig? All the stuff?
Oh, a few hair reveals.
No, I mean the sex.
Oh, just sex stuff. Yeah.
You in the wig?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking
Absolutely.
about. I'm
Yes,
not
yes,
like,
yeah.
how was the show?
No, I was talking about the sex part as well.
Oh, you did hair reveals during the
Yes,
sex?
exactly.
Oh, okay.
Like, oh.
I'm like, how was it? You're like, kind of
Oh
unattended.
my god, I did
the
Celine
bartender-
Dion. They really didn't get it. There was a young audience. It was a
versus Taylor
second
Swift
brunch.
Yeah, it was a brunch
seating.
seating. Girl, my thing right now is that obviously drag is kind of in a weird place where the only way I think drag bars can survive is doing these really insane themed drag brunches. And lately I'm like, oh, this is the Megan versus Taylor Swift brunch. You know, the Kids Bop versus Trolls 2 versus Sing 2 versus Secret Life of Pets, Celine Dion brunch. Like they're doing these bizarre themes because I think the Chapel Row and Pink Pony brunch, like that pussy got so blown out last year.
The Chapel Rowan brat brunch.
Yeah.
That one was ran to the fucking ground. I think the weirdest drag show that I've ever had to do theme-wise was Fire Walk With Me, the Twin Peaks movie themed drag show.
Gay people are
They're
too...
rotted!
I want to do the Twin Flames drag brunch.
Yes!
Would you guys come to, if Bosco and I did a Twin Flames, it should be Twin Flames versus Trisha Paytas drag brunch, or like something like that. It's the Drag You versus Tati James Charles, Jeffree Star.
Bi Sisters.
Yeah, it's Bi Sisters. Okay, it's the Bi Sisters meets Land Before Time brunch.
Ducky's mom does die.
Girl, I'm just saying for all the promoters out there, the stupider, I went to a Buffy trivia the other day and blacked out.
Wait.
Fell down blackout drunk. So if you get the right crew, no idea is too niche.
That's
you know?
so true.
The Wet Seal versus
Versus the Buckle.
the Buckle drag brunch. The Reservoir Dogs versus Encanto drag brunch.
Wait. Jackie Brown versus J.K. Rowling themed drag brunch.
Oh my God. Yeah, not Harry Potter, J.K. Rowling themed
Just
drag
J.K.
brunch.
Rowling.
Not Harry Potter. I wore this for you. Do you know who this is?
It's him.
Okay, because I
Yes.
know that you like villainry and demigorgs and demons.
I
and was
do.
like, I
I
wonder
do.
if she knows. And to me, this character always gave gender journey.
Absolutely. I love that the big bad in Powerpuff Girls is a faggot.
It's
I
very
think
Rocky
that's
Horror.
perfect. It's so cool. And you get like the coolest voice.
Powerpuff Girls. Yeah. Yeah. Your character is all kind of like this. Is succubus the word?
Yeah, I love that.
Evil, kind of sexuality as a weapon. How did you think of that?
Well, I was raised Catholic, so that kind of informed everything forever for me. The thing about Catholicism is just like, it kind of washes the other girls with aesthetics. Like, they have rituals, they worship like virgins, they drink blood, they like to wear gold, their leader wears a dress for a living. Like, it's kind of really, really fab in certain ways.
Yeah.
But it's also just like fucking life burning. So I like grew up in all that and just really, really like demonology and all that stuff. So when I first started putting together a drag character, it kind of came out of that. And then I noticed the more that I did drag, the more people responded to me being like sexy or hot rather than like scary. And it was just bookable. So I just like kind of found a way to combine the two.
What do you have on?
We're starting with the foundation stuff. I use the Estee Lauder Double Wear. I think it's really nice for oily people because it just kind of like into the face. It really
does.
And it stays put and it looks really nice in any sort of like lighting or camera. It also goes a lot pinker than most foundations go. I'm very pink. So if I try to do something golden, I just end up looking very jaundiced. This one, I can get it at any Sephora all over the world.
What color are you so the girls know?
Oh, pure beige. Very exciting.
Do you like doing Drag Race?
I have yes. I think short answer is yes. I enjoy having the moment to like showcase what I can do, and it's a lot of challenges that I have fun doing. I don't have a good time while I'm there. I'm like stressed out, I'm not sleeping, I'm not eating, I'm pushing myself into the fucking ground and like having like a nervous panic attack almost every single day.
Yeah.
And it also doesn't bring out a very fun side of me. Like the girls meet me when I'm like in competition mode and they're like, she's a fucking she's so intense. And then they like meet me in real life and it's just night and day difference. I'm like, oh, I don't care. Everything's fine. Everything's chill. But
I admire, there's certain types of performers. I admire the ones that competition brings out the best in them, and that's not me. No. I'm not my best self. I'm like, the days feel long. I get really self-critical. I don't like that.
I'm very similar. I've never heard anybody say anything meaner about me than I've said to myself. And like when I'm in Drag Race, I'm saying the meanest shit to myself.
You're so ugly, bitch.
You're so fucking ugly. That was fucking stupid. You're never gonna be funny. RuPaul fucking hates
you. RuPaul hates
kill
you,
if she could.
She'd kill you if she could, bitch.
Exactly. Do you know about her? The little one-size powder mouth? She
it
is
just came
turning
out.
my pussy out. She's fab.
I'm using Teletubbies here to give some depth to this purple. Come on, Tinky Winky. How do you balance being like a huge superstar now, but you have cats?
I do.
What
have
happens
cats.
to the cats, and why are you a negligent mother?
Well, I have a longtime boyfriend. Blake,
oh, you do?
Hey Blake, yep. We've been together for 5 going on 6 years. He's my boy.
Who would play him in a movie?
Oh.
Paint the picture. RuPaul says who would play her, and I like love that game.
I do love that game. He's kind of like a bearish cowboy dude. I guess like romanticized Chris Pratt, like but like kind of chubby, the chubby Chris Pratt.
Okay, love that.
Yeah.
I think I love Chris. Well, I don't favor his political views, but I always thought he was very cute at everybody type. You know what I've experienced because I have been known to sleep with fuller bodied men in my lifetime.
Yes.
I find that sometimes when people find that out, they jump to, oh, this is your, that's the only type of men you like.
No,
but I like all men.
Yeah.
Yeah, except really skinny ones.
I am disgusted by twinks, physically.
Thank God.
I think like finding twinks attractive is like a character flaw, to be completely honest. And
twinks don't good twinks.
No, like read the room. They don't even want it.
They don't want it.
As somebody who used to like kind of be within the twink realm, you either like die a twink or live long enough to see yourself transition or like whatever Batman
or you
said.
gotta pick up the wig or pick up the dumbbell.
Exactly.
Pick up the wig or pick up the dumbbell.
Lane, diva.
I
am so twink phobic. I'm so glad that whoever is up above in the universe did not bless me with that gene that makes me like those malnourished little elf fuckers. I don't like twinks.
Nick Walker's still right here.
Sorry.
Nick, Brandon called you malnourished.
Thank you.
The 3 main types that I go with are hicks, metalheads, and like blue collar workers. That's my bread and butter.
You're kind of a Democratic political candidate in a way. You're like, you know, looking
absolutely.
Out
I'm going for the middle class.
You're talking to Betty Beer Can.
I'm like campaigning with the unions.
Completely.
Yeah.
That.
Oh, wow. Actually, that's so fierce.
I know. Look at this, you guys. I got this. You know what's funny? This came in the mail. I was like, oh my God, PR. Bitch, I got high and bought this on the TikTok shop. That's not PR. That's called shopping.
I'm lying to my boyfriend. Like, God, there's a lot of showing up for you at the house. I'm like, oh, it's just PR, sweetheart.
It's just
like,
PR,
why do they all have receipts?
Your boyfriend must be so proud of you. It must be weird for you to be such a big star all of a sudden.
It's really, I don't know. I just think of myself as silly gay famous. Like, I just don't think of like most of the Drag Race girls like real fame. Like some of us cross over, but I feel like I still have like a kind of like particular type of fame, which I'm thankful for. And he's always been so being supportive and helpful and the best cat dad in the world. He actually, we met because he used to be a fan of me in my like local shows and would come to my shows. And then one day he had enough tequila to ask me out the following day, and I said sure. And it just worked out from there.
That's amazing.
I got
meeting
really
people in the
lucky.
wild.
I got really fucking lucky with him.
You know, Katya always dreams of like bumping into a guy in a bookstore. And that's kind of what you did.
I don't know.
You met him at work. That was your Starbucks.
I know.
Look at this palette has all these little, it has a bronzer, it has a blush. I think I'm just gonna do this.
I'm like so embarrassed to show my around you. Mine is like all just like decayed and destitute.
You should not be embarrassed. You should be sorry.
Oh my God.
Like, I
You
can't
should
believe
be
you came up in this house. I do believe that with makeup kits, my grandpa used to say like, if somebody's car is messy, it means they don't respect themselves. And I don't feel that extreme about dirty makeup bags, but I'm always like, the dirty makeup bag is a cry for help. It's a like, help me, I need to breathe, I need to come up for air. I deserve a me day.
Honestly, that all is very much registering with me because this
You
is
deserve a me
day 9 of getting into drag in
Yeah.
a different city. So like part of the reason why things look crazy is because I'm actively going through it. But
Yeah. Do you drink alcohol?
I do drink alcohol.
Because that makes it hard too. Because I love drag, and when I was doing nightclubs, because you know I was an incredible lip syncer that everybody wanted to see.
Absolutely, booked and blessed, honey.
So I would drink and then be back at the hotel at 3 a.m. and it's like, okay, am I really gonna individually put things
No,
back?
you sure are not.
It's like reverse Cat in the Hat, kind of like throwing shit. It was very crazy.
Call me old fashioned. I like to be kind of drunk when I'm in drag because it fucking hurts. It fucking hurts.
And sometimes I'm like, do I like drag or do I like drinking with a lot of attention?
Do I like to have a reason to start drinking at 12? Yes.
Girl, can I tell you, we have to be careful because I can feel it. If you and I went out together, I think we could go home in a fucking coffin.
I think it could be fun. Would it be singed?
Of course. My God. We start making out. Oh my God. The 21-year-old girls outside the bar just
losing
going.
it, fujoing out, just like, yes.
Queer love. Queer love. Was he identified as straight?
He's bi, which is like God's greatest invention so far.
It really is something. It's sort of like, I don't know. You know those screwdrivers? It's like you can have a Phillips or a flathead, and then you have the ones that do this.
The multi-purpose.
Just get that. Get
Absolutely.
a multi-tool.
Exactly.
But can I tell you if I could, and this isn't not me doing like lip service, but sometimes I've learned that in life, can sometimes be a flower and not a gardener. And I know that a lesbian woman would be able to take care of me in ways that no one could compete with. And that's just the truth. And I'm just here to be for real. Can I ask you a question about Vegas?
Please.
I've never worked, I've done like fundraisers and DJ'd there before, but I've never done the Drag Race Live thing. What is it like?
It's a delight.
It is?
It's incredible.
What's it like?
One of my favorite gigs. Well, like, I love the fact that, like, Vegas itself is a city that's set up to facilitate show business. So it's, like, union people that, like, reset your hair every day. They, like, go in and they like clean your lace for you. They prep your costumes. You do the same number every single night. It's the closest thing you could possibly have like a 9 to 5 where you just show up, get into makeup, do your part, and then hit it. It is the easiest gig in the world, and I love it. Vegas itself, though, is an evil, evil place. So that's kind of like the draw.
Can I ask like a corny question? Do you ever just wake up and walk down the street and be like, hi, I'm a Vegas showgirl?
It's kind of sickening. Like,
Yes!
oh, I feel like fucking Whoopi Goldberg in Sister Act 2. Like, I was in Vegas showgirl. I'm a headliner.
I'm
like,
a headliner.
That's fucking everything.
And also, I always think someday when we quit, because I'm always thinking like, what will I think if I've quit drag? You will someday be able to be like, you know, your mom used to be a Vegas
exactly.
headliner.
Nana was on the fucking strip showing her tits. It was, yeah. There's certain things where I just like mark that off. I'm like, yeah, I'm so happy we added that to the book of things that we are doing. Because even if it like is hard or doesn't feel super glamorous in the moment, or you're like going through it, you can always say like, yeah, I fucking headlined the strip at the Flamingo. That's fucking sick.
It must have been so difficult to learn a brand new part, and probably surrounded by people who've been doing the show forever. Were people helpful?
I am lucky because I like grew up as like a dance nerd, and
I did know that. Your parents were dancers, right?
Nope, they're musicians, but they're very supportive of me dancing. And I like used to teach dance, so I'm one of the annoying people that can pick up things when I see it once. So I was really good for the show where I could like come in and swing and like I could learn somebody else's part really quickly.
Wow.
And it just like was something that spoke to a lot of my skill sets.
If your parents were musicians, were they trying to force you to do instruments?
They did. I had to learn piano and clarinet growing up, and they owned like a music store. So we had to do the whole shabam, and eventually I hated the clarinet with a passion.
I play clarinet.
Yeah.
We have a pink one in there.
You better fucking work. I think that's so sickening.
Next time you come by if we ever get to work together, we have to to do some kind of duet, clarinet duet.
You tap dance too, right?
Yes.
Okay, I tap dance and I can play the clarinet. So we're gonna have like a full Squidward off.
Oh my god,
We both come out
totally.
with Squidward from SpongeBob.
And you could
do
also
the
do
jazz
Squidward
dance.
with his like modern dance, like his
Yes.
I'm a big SpongeBob person. I just think
The marching
SpongeBob
band one. The marching band one is so next level.
is mayonnaise an instrument.
No, Patrick. Okay, well we've discovered our act when we go on the road then.
100%. Would you guys come see us do a tap dancing clarinet duo program?
Oh,
How would you
my
feel not being
God.
the pretty one on the show for once?
Do you
think
think this is gonna be the talent one? I
do,
guess.
do you think I can wear my natural hair?
I think so. What if we JoJo CYU and just like a ponytail right there? I guess.
From what? You know, I've been shaving my head so long. Sometimes my friends in my life are like, well, you're not really bald. You shave your head. I go, yeah.
I'm doing this for me.
I know. I'm like, I
For
love that you all
attention.
think that in the 10 years I've been shaving my head, my hairline exactly where it used to be. Katya was talking about that. She was like, sometimes I want to grow my hair back. and
Just
I
to see where it's going.
Well,
Is it full riffraff? Just
A, yes, and B, full gray.
Really?
She's like, my hair's like 40% gray now.
That's kind of sickening.
But she loves you.
I'm really excited to meet her because I love her. I love both of you, honestly. So it's kind of really fab that I get to do this, and then also I have to like put out a restraining order for Katya.
She is obsessed with you, but you know, she and I are similar in that we just like hotness. Like,
This is so brave of you to say.
I
I just think when people are pretty, I like it.
I'm just
I
saying.
like it.
Girl, I didn't get to ask you any of these because I'm sorry. I mean,
No, that's okay. We're gabbing.
we're gabbing. Before we gab more, can you tell people a little bit about the Hellraiser tour and what they can expect?
Oh yes, because I've definitely thought about and planned what we're gonna be doing.
Okay, we don't have to. She's in an artistic gestational period.
I think it's just a glamorous packaging of me going to the bars they booked before and doing my 2 numbers and chatting on the mic. I think I'm gonna be doing some of it with Daya as well, which will be fabulous because we did a lesbian tribute show together. So we already have like a full Rolodex of material that we can pull from. We have like these fun clips of us like making out as Selma Blair and Sarah Michelle Gellar from like Cruel Intentions.
Oh yeah.
We have like a lot of bits that we can pull together to like create a show out of nothing. But as of right now, we simply have the venues secured. I'm really excited for things to cool off a little bit for next year and to have some like coin to throw at working on a one-woman show. This is going to be more of me telling jokes and doing some stripping. I'll be very naked. Well, as much as they allow me. I've gotten in trouble for being naked in a few different places.
When Katya and I played Radio City Music Hall, they have a decency clause, and if you break it, like by showing a nipple or saying like a F word, I think you have to
Oh.
pay a certain amount of money
swear
per
job?
incidents. Yes, and it
The
was like
swear
50
job?
grand. I said,
Oh,
well, we're gonna
wow.
go home in shambles because I'm, you know.
Absolutely.
I go
The
there, I
first
get
show you go and like lose money on.
Yeah, I mean, we don't swear that much, but like, my thought was, what if I trip and I accidentally go like, there's 50 grand.
I'll
Yeah.
think about that when I book Radio City.
You will. I know you will.
Okay.
You can do it. I know you can do it. We have so little time. We have so little time. She has to work with Alaska. I guess me and my video.
No.
Okay, these are from Twitter.
Okay.
And I had to fish through so many because people just are like,
So weird.
let me milk you, mommy. You know, like it's too
Uh-huh.
much. If you weren't a drag queen, what would you be doing for a living?
Ooh, what would I like to be doing, or what realistically would I be doing? Because what realistically I'd be doing is managing like a coffee shop. I'd be a barista. What I would like to be doing if I wasn't that would probably like choreography or something artistic. I love just show business, like even stage managing, just being involved somehow.
So if you
be
weren't in
gross.
entertainment, you would be in entertainment.
That would be the plan.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, which Drag Race challenges, I guess if there's a genre, like what genre of Drag Race challenge do you find the most difficult?
The trick and like the secret with Drag Race, for anybody who wants to go on it, every challenge is secretly a comedy challenge.
Oh yeah.
If you just make her laugh, you can get through almost anything. You do need to know how to like put together an outfit though. That one you can like kind of mush your way through on the runway if you make her laugh, but everything else just like figure out how to make RuPaul laugh, and I luckily know how to do that. So I don't get super nervous. I wasn't looking forward to any sort of sewing challenges because it's not my favorite. I just don't like doing it.
Uh-huh.
And Snatch Game is not fun. Snatch Game is not a fun experience.
It's not fun.
It's not fun.
It's
abysmal.
long and it's quiet.
It's sterile, it's inorganic, it's weird. It's a fucking humiliation ritual.
And honestly, like one person steals it and the rest of you are just trying to keep up. Like that's what happens.
Oh, absolutely.
Like
One girl will start dog walking and then RuPaul is just like, yeah, from the rest of you. You again make me laugh. And you're like, great. Cool.
Yeah, like on All Stars, it was just like all of us here while Dela does Poland. It was like, okay, so the rest of us are just decorations. Okay, what procedure would you recommend Trixie do in the event of a sudden transition?
Bottom surgery.
First?
Yeah, I think really mix it up. I haven't heard of any of the girls starting with bottom surgery first, and I think that's metal. I think that's unexpected, keep them guessing.
I've seen girls start with the breasts, pre-hormones, and I always think that's a strong choice.
It really is. What is it? It takes bricks to build a house. Like it's that's really, really insane work.
It's
also it's like hard because like you want to give them a little bit of something to like hide the implant under. Like you need some meat there.
Yeah.
For them to hide the little saline pouch that they're putting in, and usually you can get that from just doing hormones for a few years. I waited 2 years before I touched anything. Like, let's see what the moans do. I'm like, oh yes, the moans are not going to change any bones. We need to go in and do some rehabilitation.
Well,
I remember this one comment that I got when I first was announced in season 14, where they said that I looked like Aquaria with Rosé's chin, and that really set me on a path to where I am now.
Rosé's a very, like...
She's a very handsome man.
Very handsome man. I would.
She kind of looks like George Michael.
Yeah, I don't know how to say this. If I looked like Rosé, I think getting in drag would be an uphill battle because she has some of the best male features.
Absolutely, like the features that like men pay lots of money to acquire.
She has like the I went to Turkey jaw. It's like
she does. She does the turkey jaw,
and
the turkey teeth, the brow bone. I don't know. Back in the day, usually people who like fell into drag like already kind of had like the girl part. And they were just kind of elevating it.
I know.
Exactly. You, Nicole Paige Brooks, for sure.
I put the FAG in NPV, FAG. Yeah.
Can I share with you a brainworm, my new vocal stem that I got from Nicole that I can't stop thinking about every single day when I wake up?
What is it?
She was sitting next to me and Irene in the bus, and we were like doing like press or something.
Like the city bus?
Yes, absolutely. We were commuting to the gig.
Right.
And she looks over and Irene's partner's all dressed up because we're going to the premiere, and she's like, oh, you look great tonight. All my sissies are getting whammed up tonight too.
That's really some like...
It's entered my brain and I wake up like just like out of the dead sleep. We're all getting whammed up tonight. Like it's, I don't know what it means per se.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It's not your business.
And then she proceeded talking about blowjobs and wrapped that up with like, you want to taste this tape resi?
What is
tape
that?
residue.
You know what? I think we should go put. I think we should put on the lashes and the hair. I think we should do a final look. Okay. Don't we look incredible?
Mwah, pickled even.
I knew this was gonna happen. I knew we were gonna look great. I didn't know that I was gonna dress like a Freddie Mercury choir robe person.
I kind of like it. No, we're giving like 70s. We're giving uppers.
We're giving uppers.
We're giving uppers.
Studio 54.
We're taking uppers.
Yeah. Oh wow, your little lashes. Wow, you really are.
These are my big lashes too.
Go get the out of here. Okay, me too. These are my small lashes.
Exactly.
Thank you so much for joining us on the channel. As if they don't know, but can you tell them how to find you and support you?
Absolutely. I am at Here is Bosco for all socials that I am currently on. I don't do TikTok because I am lazy. And please go to here'sbosco.com. If you're ever in Seattle, check out my show Grindhouse. It's my quarterly show. It's my baby. I produce and write and book a bunch of different divas. This time we're gonna have Sasha Colby and Simone headlining with me. It's gonna be f***ing fierce. That's July 3rd and 4th. Okay?
And then we can't wait to see your new show that even you're keeping us guessing.
Absolutely. Projects are coming. Projects. Yeah, All Stars 10 is also airing. That's really fucking cool.
Listen, being on Drag Race is not an everyday thing, so enjoy it. Clap for the hoe. All right, we have to let her go because she has to go meet Alaska to perform right now.
Thank you so much for having me. This is really special.
Oh, she's so warm and she smells good.
Yay! Marc Jacobs. Mwah.